Hey Ty, you had 10 yards per carry last season and 7 touchdowns. Great numbers. How do you improve those numbers this season?
I rely on the offensive lineman. I got the easy part. Running the ball. That's something everyone can do. Even the lineman can do it. But the hard part is with the lineman. I rely on them because they're great guys. They're the ones that give up their body every play, making sure they're moving a 3-tech or a 7 technique. Or making sure they're doing a double team to the linebacker. So the only thing I can do is just read their blocks essentially. And go from there. They've done a great job, and during spring ball, they've really improved. And so I'm excited to see what they do during camp, and excited to run behind them.
ESPN has you as one of their players to watch in the Big Ten. Were you aware of that? And if so, do you show it to your family? Like, would you show it to friends? Like, or do you use it as a motivation that, hey, here's my expectations from the media. I want to get even higher than that. What does ESPN's acknowledgement mean to you?
So I don't really pay attention to it all that much. It's more of my mom and my family that pays attention to it, so they'll let me know about it.
Yeah.
But I see it, and it's just something that says that it means one thing to say something, but it means another thing to do something.
Yeah.
So my actions are going to have to speak louder than any
media report.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Ty, talking about those numbers, I think last year, and I think I'm right on this, but you had the fewest amount of carries for anybody that's ever finished a season with 1,000+ yards. Yeah, that makes sense. I know you want to be able to get more work in this offense. Seeing those numbers, the yards per carry are insane. Pretty much unprecedented in that regard. How do you handle the spot work, and how do you accept the reality that you guys are still so loaded in that backfield that you need to be able to maximize your carries? How tough is that for you?
I mean, it's pretty tough, but I don't really mind about it all and everything. We got a lot of competition in the backfield. We got 7 running backs. And every single guy has a specific running style, and one guy can do something better than the other guy. So for me, when I get the chance, it's just make the most of it and everything, and practice good habits with reading good blocks, making sure I'm finishing runs and everything, and relying on the linemen and making sure they're getting their blocks, and go from there and just be competitive.
DJ said that your patience really developed a lot last year, and that was kind of what sparked your big playability. Are there certain guys that you look at, like a Le'Veon Bell or somebody like that you've seen on film that you kind of want to embody?
Definitely Bell, and Ezekiel Elliott, and I even watch guys in our conference, LJ Scott from Michigan State, Saquon Barkley, I watch all those guys, and just watching their vision and everything, and sometimes I can relate to plays they're running, because we kind of run the same concept, you know what I'm saying? So when I see that, I'm like, oh, I see that cut right there, I see why they did that, and I kind of relate it to my playing style. And even Lolo, I see him and watch what he's doing, and so I'm just like, what, maybe I gotta look for something a little extra that he's seeing, and just going from there.
Have you always been that patient as a runner?
Not really. In high school, I was kind of a get the ball and go type of guy, and it kind of got better when I had my freshman year. And then Coach Tuck, he came in with the new coaching staff. He told me our first spring ball together with all the new coaches. He said, you need to work on your patience. And then he said, your patience is really improving. He told me during camp it was improving a lot, and it all comes down to me just slowing everything down and reading the linemen. And then when that gap opens up, just hit it as hard as I can.
You mentioned the tough schedule, though. With Texas early on and other teams, how important is it mentally for the psyche of the team to get a bunch of wins early in the season so you're feeling confident?
Everyone wants to win the very few games before conference play, and if we do that, it's a great possibility we can, if we do that, it's going to just give us the confidence going into conference play, and just go from there.